Greetings, technology enthusiasts. I am Chandrahas and I am delighted to be here with you representing CyberBrainer. Do you not believe that the technology sector is advancing at an unprecedented rate, making this an opportune moment to acquire the skills that will facilitate your progress? With CyberBrainer, we are empowering you to take control of your own future. At CyberBrainer, we do not merely impart your interests. We assert that information is power, yet it is the application of knowledge that distinguishes you. Our courses are meant to equip you with essential skills, whether you are pursuing data science, understanding artificial intelligence, or delving into cybersecurity. Let us commence the session and seize the future today. Thank you.
Now you know that we have created a report exposing it as a web service, right? And then you go to your web service and view URL right. And you give relocation. Wait 1 second. This is the other report, right? Let me open. Test one. I think it's this one. No, it's the first one. Yesterday where we were doing. This one. This one has to be in the web service. Let's write now, it is not. What could be the reason that we are not seeing the XML stuff? We have not enabled. Right? On the advanced tab right. Now if you see it's not enabled as web service, I will just click on that. And in the columns I will see if everything is worker, then it's fine. But we have another thing here, company. It might give an error because it says group column heading must be specified. That means this group column heading. Here you have to specify company. Just that's it. And click on. Now let's see. Again exposing it as web service, new URLs and then this XML. Right. Simple. If I just click on it right. And then I have to give the credentials. Here it is. Right. And let me zoom it a bit. If you see here, this is a kind of an XML. And for all of you who are new to XML, the first line here is just a kind of a syntax. Right. Where you have this is called a namespace. Right. And then if you see, this is the parent tag. If you click on this arrow, everything gets collapsed. Right. That means this is the parent tag. That's the header. Now, when you just click on this again, then you have the child nodes. Right. You have multiple report entries. If I click on this, you can see multiple report entries. Let me run this report. If you see, there are 22 items, 22 rows here. Right. In this one, you see all these report entries. If I collapse each one of them, it will be 22. That means each row in the report will be a child of the parent. This is the parent. Report data. Whenever you expose a report, by default the parent tag becomes report data. And then inside all the rows is report entry. Right. And it will have all, like first one is test 257. Where is it? Here it is, the first row. And then all that data, the name. Right. If you see the column names, here it is. Right. Here it is, def name. then last name, length, and all that, right? Now, how do we? The ideal practices, these tag names, which are here, identify, employee ID. It comes from this column heading, override, yes, this part, right? By default, it takes the name of the field or whatever you have given as the column heading, override. But the recommendation is to keep it as small as possible. The longer the name, the XML file will become big, right? Rather than termination date, you can put it as term date, right? Company address, you can. Instead of full address, keep the names of these and X as short as possible. These are the XML tags. And then total number of rows is equal to the total number of child element you have under the parent. Got? This is how an XML. What is the difference between Workday XML and simple we have seen XF format? Could you please show who are the XML also? It is the same. If I click on that, it is also. This also looks like X. Then what is the difference? Difference here is, let me open that one as well. In simple X, in simple L, you just get the data, right? Whatever is there, like cost center and all that. In Workday X, you get the Workday related IDs as well, like say cost center, right? You got the cost center name, which is this 30. Here also, you got 30 to 100. But then in Workday XML, you got the other IDs as well, which are associated with that cost center by default. The Workday ID, the organization reference ID, and the cost center reference ID, what we call. It is Workday ID. Workday, very specific to the tenant. If we have read, with that value, is it possible to convert that into which would be readable? Like as of now, if you have got this, it's vid. It's a vid for global modern services, right? If I let me just duplicate this. If I search it here, I will just write vid colon because that's the short form and it will open. Global Modern Service Company, because that was a vid for the company. And from there, we can correlate with the column, right? This is Workday XML is used whenever you are using in Workday Studio, this report within Workday or thing like that. But if you are sending to an external system, the external system won't care about this vid. For that system, this is irrelevant. He needs just the name or probably the ad. That's it. Doesn't need vid because it doesn't make sense to them. In that case, we expose only the simple XML. Meaning, Workday XML has more details about the ad. By default, it comes up, while the simple XML is nothing but whatever you see in the report is coming up in this. I mean, you still have some doubts. Where we use work. I mean, looks like actually. Sorry, right? Vectainment is inbuilt, meaning we have an integration type, Workday Studio, right? Workday Studio, we call different reports. When we call the reports there, it fetches the Workday XML by default. When we are processing within Workday, getting data from Workday, doing some transformation, and all that is using. But when we are exposing it to the other system, we don't send this one. We send the simple. We just send the data, right? Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.